Hi guys, so we're here at the Double Dragon headquarters. This is the newest building that they newly opened just a few weeks ago. No? So it's very, very interesting because there's a lot of growth in this area of Macapagal and MOA. And this is our third part interview with Carl D for Icon 2018. By the way, in my background is a scale model of what the building will be, no, and the possible growth prospects in this area. So I'd like to talk about what's happening and what will be opportunities in this area for those who are into property investing. So without much ado, he's back again, one of the greatest property gurus here in the country, Carl D.
Hey, how are you?
So Carl, I was talking about this entire Macapagal area. You mentioned kanina while you were driving here, this entire area is reclaimed, yes?
Yes.
So it's reclaimed. Double Dragon, Hotel 101 built their headquarters here, yes?
Yes.
So now, what do you think is the upside in this particular area of Metro Manila? Because of course, there's so many business districts from Ortigas to Makati to BGC. Then there's Dalabang area. What makes this place interesting?
Okay, I guess an area to watch out for is the Macapagal Bay area. We call this the Macapagal, or the what you call the MOA area. No? This is a very interesting location, mainly because of its features, which is number one, it's fairly close, very, very close to the airport, which is a big strength. It has one of the biggest malls here, the SM Mall of Asia. It has the biggest entertainment area, the arena. It has one of the biggest convention center, SMX, and it has a lot of the new generation offices, including one of the biggest offices, which is the Double Dragon Plaza. It's also here. So what's happening here in this area is there's a lot of growth, and most specifically the online gaming. So the online gaming grew in this area mainly because there were opportunities here. There were buildings for lease at the time that the online gaming companies needed building and office to lease. No? And apparently, since a lot of it are Chinese companies, you will see a lot of mainline China market here in this area. No?
But these are, no, just to clarify, the gaming companies are just setting up shop here, but there's no real gambling. It's all online.
Yeah, I think to relate it to trading. No? So when you trade in your CitySec online, there's some programmers at the back end doing things for you, doing your statement of account, doing your emails and customer service.
Okay.
So that's being done here, the servicing.
So it's still parang outsourcing.
Yes, it's a different kind of outsourcing, and it's Mandarin speaking. So it's very different because the usual DPOs in Makati and BGC are managed by Filipino and English-speaking agents. No? But here, since it's Mandarin speaking and Mandarin programming, you have Mandarin programmers and Mandarin agents which are flown directly from China here to work. So what made this area different is, aside from the need for office space, there is also a massive need for housing. And these are like in the tens of thousands of residential units for the Mandarin speaking online gaming workers.
So there's a lot of residential condos here that they're picking up.
So what makes Macapagal Bay area different also, it's in the airport flight path, making all the buildings restricted in height. So you will see office buildings up to 10 floors, and you will see residential buildings maybe just up to 14, 13 floors, which makes this area very, very limited in terms of supply.
But is it connected also because it's near most of the casinos, or no? It has no factor at all.
I think it has no. I think it has not much connection to being the casinos are here. No, it's more of there's just room for growth here, and its proximity to the NAIA Expressway, which now leads to the airport, and in 2 years will lead to where? Will lead to Alabang.
Yeah.
Will lead to Santa Rosa, and on the other side will lead to Quezon City, will lead to Santa Mesa, and eventually NLEX, then eventually Tarlac, Subic, Clark, then eventually Baguio.
Here's a question. Now, how big is the upside still of this gaming industry? No, kasi I've heard a lot of analysts. They're saying that this is one of the biggest upsides that we will have for 2018. So from a real estate perspective, Is there a large demand still for offices connected to it?
Yeah, I think real estate is really a matter of supply demand in the right balance. No? In everything we do, when you overeat in a buffet, you tend to be bloated. So I think it's really something to watch out for. You don't want to be in a space where in supply is too much. So if you're getting into this space, try to monitor the ratio of supply versus the demand. But yeah, definitely something to look to watch out for.
Very, very interesting. I remember from your book, no? By the way, Carl has a book.
Yeah.
So I'll try to put the link also below for
Thank
those
you,
that want
thank
to get a copy of it. But he would always say that find an area where there's a lot of people looking for space based on the actual supply that's there. Because if there's a lot of demand for it, prices
Yes.
will generally go up, and it's easier for you to be able to command the price that you want. So given that, last question.
Yes.
How can people who want to enter the real estate market take advantage of all of these factors about this particular area in Macapagal? The prices are going up, and you have the dynamics of online gaming.
Okay. One keyword: know your market. Meaning, if you want to buy something and you want to sell it, you have to have in mind, who am I going to sell this to after 3 years? Who am I going to sell this to after 5 years? If you're buying for rental, think about your rental market. Who will lease my unit when it's turned over? So be clear who is your target market. Yes.
Alright, so I guess that's
Alright.
it.
That's
We
about
will
it.
be in Icon 2018, this May 26, 2018. I'll also post the link below. Now you will be able to see Carl D live there. He'll be there I think the whole day.
Yep, I'll be
whole
there.
day. So if you want to interact with
Just
him, you have
approach me anytime. I'll be there.
you have questions with, you have any real estate questions with him, he'll be there to answer your questions. So
I'm more approachable than Marvin. Hindi ako mas lungit like Marvin.
So, by the way, we're here at DD Meridian Plaza.
Yes.
So, for Double Dragon investors, this is something interesting because we've been looking at this. This has been announced a few years ago that it will be done. So, I'm happy that it's done. I actually had the chance to go inside the mall, no? And it's interesting. Most of the restaurants there are all owned by Jollibee. So from Jollibee, Burger King, Mang Inasal to Highlands Coffee, everything that's in
Wow.
their portfolio is there. So this is something that will be good for Double Dragon because they have tenants na kagad. And then this will be something that will be good also for Jollibee because Jollibee always attracts people and then
Yep.
knowing that there's a lot of residential areas here, Jollibee it can impact the influx of, I guess, residential people who live close to the area and then can possibly shop here as well. So it's pretty interesting. This side of Metro Manila's very, 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 very exciting, no? So expect more updates on the real estate market because at the end of the day, no, it's not just about the stock market, but it's about you finding an investment that will fit you and finding something where you can reach your goals of financial freedom. And if you have a large amount of money ready, that's why you can follow Carl D because real estate is amazing, especially if you want to preserve your income as well. So
Yes.
that's it. So
All right. I'll see you in Icon and I'll be sharing more on Icon.
alright.